Hey guys, it's SF and welcome back to this new series where I introduce the game to beginners. I don't really have a name for it yet. Maybe after I finish this set of videos, then maybe I can get some ideas. But this is going to be me playing the Mount Hazard, the final stage of Hazard Center. And like I said in the beginning of the first video, uh, bring Oregon. Like Oregon's for free. You just have to tweet or post on Facebook, and you get Oregon for free. He's not that great of a monster in terms of abilities and stuff. Remember, like in the first video, I talked about having no damage wall monsters, no gravity barrier monsters, flight minesweeper, no warp stuff. Oregon himself does not have an ability, but he is very good for beginners because he is a free monster and he doesn't really need any taking care of in terms of levels and stuff. And he does have really high stats. He has relatively high HP for most when you compare it to 5-star monsters, 4-star monsters, and then his speed is awesome. Like 350 is a lot if you compare it to my Hanuman, which is in his 4-star form, lacking. But of course, Oregon is a 5-star monster when you compare it to Hanuman. But let's look. For this video, I'm going to talk about Slayers, classes, and Slayers. So the boss for this stage is Silsource, and he is a fiend monster. And just my luck, I do have a friend that is a fiend slayer. Guess not. My salamander friend went away somehow. My salamander friend, no. Oh, Micah. I keep forgetting her name, but Micah, yeah. She is also a Fiend Slayer, so whew, dodged a bullet on that one. But I was talking about Slayers, and I won't be bringing Slayers. That's a little bit sketchy. But Fiend Slayers. So the boss for this stage is Source Rex, which is a Fiend monster. If you've seen my other videos, like my other walkthrough videos of dungeons, you'll see on the top, you see of course the gimmicks. And in the middle bar is going to be first the class. Class means the class of the monster that you're facing of the boss. The class of the boss that you're facing. So in this case, it's going to be Silph Rex, and that's going to be a fiend. Under it is called, I think, Slayer. I forgot. I think it's Slayer. Slayer depends on the boss monster's Slayer. So some boss monsters have Slayers for themselves, and for Silsource Rex, his Slayer is DNT. So basically, generally, just don't bring DNT Slayers when you're DNT monsters if the boss has DNT Slayer, and if you can have the luxury of bringing a Slayer to that dungeon, bring a Fiend Slayer because it'll deal more damage to Rex. I'll get more to like the damage, the numbers later on in the series, but general knowledge is just bring a Slayer for the class if you can have the luxury to. Because first most important thing is of course dealing with the gimmicks. For Mount Hazard, there's all the gimmicks are there, all the ones that you've seen so far. So damage walls, mines, gravity barriers, mines, and warps. And I think I forgot one of them, probably not, but let's get going. But like I said, this dungeon is basically a review of what you already experienced in the first set of tiers, first set of trials. It's just a combination of them. So you have a gravity barrier right around the mini boss. You have a warp monster on the right side, and then you have a drone that shoots out damage walls. If you don't remember them, then review them. It's basically kind of like learning, although it's not really. I know a lot of people don't really like learning in general, like for school and stuff, but it's a little bit bearable when it is Monster Strike, I hope, when you're playing a game. So basically dodge the damage walls if you don't have a no damage wall monster. And if you have a no gravity barrier monster, then you go shoot towards the boss, and you'll be able to move around very, very quickly. Okay, now there's going to be a shield that shoots out damage walls. And there's going to be a gravity barrier. There is gravity barriers around the enemies. So I'm just going to shoot randomly, I guess. Just proc bump combos for now. And stay away from the damage walls. Okay. See, like without a no gravity barrier on my Micah, she couldn't get out of that spot, that corner, and then I wouldn't be able to move. I was trapped anyways, so I couldn't get out if I wanted to. But if I had if she had a no gravity barrier monster or some other no gravity barrier monster on my team, they would be able to clear those guys and clear those guys and then make room for my Micah to move around for her turn. As you can see, there are poison. Poison is something that you shouldn't be worried about that much for now. But basically, if you get hit by a poison attack, you take damage, less damage. You take damage over time. So far, so good. Next stage, let's see what the gimmicks on the next stage is. And there's a mine on the top, the mine drone. And then there's a warp drone. Well, I'll call it a mine machine because the machines are not technically drones. They're mine machines. And then there's going to be a drone dude here that shoots out warps. So basically, it's kind of like a test of if you remember which enemies does what, and if they shoot out gimmicks or not. And I'm gonna take care of the mine machine because he's annoying, and if I step into the mines, then I get damage. For now, the mines, the gimmicks themselves for this tier don't do that much damage. But if you find yourself really low on HP, then you get the heart. There are some mechanics to hearts. Later on, I'll do more videos about that. But for now, just worry about the gimmicks. Just worry about the gimmicks. I don't want to complicate this game too much. Especially for people that can't really, because I don't know, like my audience, if they can actually take in more information as they go along and stuff like that. Okay, it's time for boss. Now on the top you see gauges. You see the gauge. So far you only experienced a gauge that's yellow, but now it's green. There's a difference. So basically there are a set number of HP bars per boss. So there's 4 different kinds. So there are dark blue, light blue, green, and then yellow, and in that order, and it goes in that order. So if the first boss monster you see has a dark blue HP bar, then you have to go through the dark blue HP bar, then you have to go through the light blue HP bar, then the green one, and then the yellow one. For this one, there's only a green, so the first one you see is green, so you only have to go through green and yellow, so there's 2 HP bars. And I'm gonna take care of the mine guy, hopefully, because mines are really annoying. And I'm killing the guy so fast that I couldn't really talk about slayers that much. So I'll probably just stall a bit and then start off with Micah. And I'll get to more stuff in terms of, there's a lot of stuff in this game that's really the beauty of this game. So much to learn, but so simple, which is really a good selling point for this game. So what I just did is called stalling. Basically, I'm just gonna start off with Micah so I can show off her Slayer, and that's perfect position. So as I said, Rex, Silver's Rex is a fiend, so she is a fiend slayer on her base. And if it's a base fiend slayer, if it's a base slayer, then it'll show this little circle, this little target thing. That means they are a slayer for that. The monster you're shooting is a slayer for that specific monster. And then I'm just gonna shoot, and this probably will end in one shot. So get ready. Actually, I'll just talk about the gimmick monsters here. So bottom right, damage walls. Top left, warps. Top left is warps, and top right is mines, basically. And now shooting, and this will probably end the bar. So, and as you can see, there's red slashes. That means the Slayer is proccing, and he is doing increased damage. She is doing increased damage. And I guess I did one shot, so that's a little saddening. And like I said in the beginning of the video, Surplus Rex is a D&T, so if I had any D&T monsters, it will also show up that X mark, that really red X mark, to show that it's slaying that monster. And what's her strike shot? Let's just use it for the funsies. But yeah, like I said, the first set of trials is relatively easy, even with monsters that I just rolled off the hatcher and stuff that I got for free, stuff that you can always get, basically. Like Honeymoon is not the greatest 4-star monster ever, and I'm basically using the power of my friends, which you can also do, although it's random. And I got a first clear bonus. First clear bonus, I get a special monster called Saito Hajime. Saito Hajime S. He is very special. You can hardly get them even now. So Saito Hajime S, and then he has a gauge shot. I hope that, should I use it, do a video about gauge shots? There's a video I already did about gauge shots long ago. I'll probably link it there, and then you can probably look at that. And then rank up. And thank you, my random stranger that I found through my friends list or friend selection. And then after each tier, there's going to be a bonus stage. And let's just do it. Technically, you want to have max luck monsters, but that's a little bit later on. But like I said, I'm not here to teach you the efficiency of the game, talk about how to get really efficient and how to make the most out of everything that you do. I'm more about teaching how the game works. If you want like efficiencies in terms of what you do, then there's a load of stuff. You probably know it by just researching by Google and stuff like that. But the bonus stage is basically XPs. They raise the level of your monsters. And there is a mini guy boss here that's called Pizarro, and he drops at 100%. I hope you guys didn't sell him when you are doing, unless you got 5-star monsters to replace him, but he is very, very valuable in the trials to come. Okay. Good. Nice. Okay. Boss time. It's just going to be a giant turtle. Nothing really special. For the dungeon, it's not hard at all. Like, turtle stages are not hard at all. Unless you get to the extreme ones, but those are not. But you guys don't have enough stamina to actually get into it, so you wouldn't have to worry about it that much. And the max speed also drops. There are different levels of turtles, of XPs. There are duplixies, there are XPs like normal XPs, and then there's, I totally forgot it. I know there's the Pluxies and then there's Max P's, but I don't really know what's in between. I'll probably have them in the box. And here he is, Pizarro. Pizarro is a very good monster in my opinion. They give you a really good free monster. And this is the Max P, which gives you a lot of experience. And there's the tip, increase your monster's levels. If you fuse them with the same elements, so right now I got a light Max P. If you fuse it to a light monster, then that monster would get bonus XP. Generally, you want to, when you get later onto the game, you want to have, later on in the game, you want to have just feed in same colors. But when you're starting out and you just want experience and you want to raise your monsters because you don't have that much monsters to begin with, then by all means just put your put all those turtles into those monsters. By all means, I will not. Nobody's gonna fault you for doing it, unless your friends like, oh my god, you got. Unless you have like a same color monster that needs leveling, then of course pump it into those monsters. But if you don't have any other better monsters, then of course go do that. Now another thing, after clearing tiers and clearing trial missions, you should go to your missions. And then you'll get bonuses from reaching. So this one I got the Pluxie for reaching rank 3, and I got 5 orbs from reaching to rank 5, which is awesome. And then I get stones and stuff. And I also get a special monster called Jormungandr for clearing the Mount Hazard, which I just cleared, which is awesome. He's gonna be really special. And then clearing the Hazard Center's bonus stage, you get 5 orbs, which is good as well. Okay, so this is basically the end. Well, actually, I'll roll the Hatcher, roll the 10 orbs, because of course, like I said, you want to build up your box. Hopefully I don't get 5-star monsters, because like I said, I don't really want to, but I probably won't be using them anyway, so I'm just doing this for fun. Okay, 4-star monster. She is a very good monster. Leviathan is a very good monster, like top-notch 4-star monster. One main reason is that she has both no gravity barrier, and once she evolves, you have to evolve her, but right now she has a no gravity barrier. But when she evolves, she has both no gravity barrier and no damage wall. So she's a very good starting 4-star monster, 4 or 5-star monster for you. So make sure you never sell her. Even if you are if you have a good box and stuff like that, never sell her. She's awesome. And last roll is Sha Wu Jin, I think. I think he is a shield breaker or a drone breaker. Let's see. She's a Minesweeper. I'm not sure what happens when he evolves. I can check probably. Oh, I don't think it's a shield breaker. I don't think he's a shield breaker. But anyways. So and you see next trial is going to be gravity. Oh, animation. You unlock the event tab. So now you can get to like event stuff. There's a lot of event stuff coming out right now. They are a lot harder than the trials, so I do not recommend doing any of these top ones, like the shiny green dragon, the extreme ones. Of course, you don't even have the stamina. Savage ones, you don't even have the stamina. These guys, I wouldn't recommend spending your stamina just to get in there unless you really want to just have fun. I do recommend the bottom two, which is called Hyper Boost Materials, which gives you more links, which boosts up stats of your monsters, and Fire Evolution Materials, which requires you for catalysts to evolve your monsters. So I'm going to do some evolving. I'm going to pump in monsters, pump in XPs to my Pizarro. Pizarro is a 4-star monster. He is a no gravity barrier monster. Like I said, that's all you really need to know about him for now. And I am going to pump up monsters into him. and that's more than I need. Gotta be a little stingy about it. I guess that's enough for now. So pumping out monsters. Boom. Of course, you can also be a little bit more stingy by fusing in half of it and then hopefully get a Mega Fusion. Mega Fusion means that the XPs that you put in will double. And maximum level reached. And after that, you evolve / ascend. And then you choose Pizarro. And I am short on stones and stuff, so I can't evolve it right now. But I do recommend evolve. And then once you evolve, the level will stay, the current level, which is 40 for the base Pizarro, will be brought to the next level, which is level 40, which is awesome. But like I said, the next trial is Gravity Front, so it's all no Gravity Barrier monsters. And what this trial dungeon really works well with is that they give you 3 monsters. They gave you 3 monsters, and that is the Pizarro. He is a no Gravity Barrier monster. Next is the Saito Hajime S from clearing the Sylvis Rex, and he has a K shot of no Gravity Barrier, so he's good. And then next is the Yormun Gundor, who is also a no Gravity Barrier monster. As you can see, no Gravity Barrier monster. So he works really well as well in those dungeons. So and then also the Saito Hajime S. Saito the Survivor S is in his 5-star form, and Yormun Gundor is also in his 5-star form. So his max level is 70, but my Pizarro is at 4-star, and he evolves into a 5-star, which is going to be the same level. And yeah, so I'm gonna clear Gravity Front with these monsters. I might level them up through XPs and stuff, but like I said, I will not be co-oping, not be depending on my main accounts for stamina or stuff like that. The only thing I'll depend on is the global when XPs come around. XPs will be on the event schedule. So once you click event, there's the top right called event schedule, and then there's going to be something like EXP Shellathon, and that's water. So right now I have like Saito Hajime S and then Yormun Gundam, who are water monsters. So I want to start playing these guys. These are coming up on the next day, but so wait for those things to happen. Like I said, just don't worry about like all these top ones. Like these guys are the Run of XPs and Magical Labyrinth are special events, so they don't come around probably when you see this or stuff like that. So I'm not going to be running them, just for the sake of being on a level playing field for everybody at whatever time you guys have started. So that's basically it for this video. If you guys have any more questions or comments and what I should improve on this thing, but basically the first trial is know the gimmicks, what they do, and which abilities depend on it, which abilities like prevent bad things happening to your team, and basically appreciate monsters that you get from your hatcher, because I know a lot of people don't start off with 5-star monsters. Although I did roll some 5-star monsters, I'm not going to be using them. I'm not going to be putting levels in anything and stuff like that. So hopefully you guys like this, and hopefully you guys subscribe and like this video and channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.